everybody. Good evening to you. How are you? Hope you've had a great day today. So, I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on. I've not been feeling my best. I've had this wicked earache, headache situation going on since last night, hence the reason why I haven't posted anything today. And I finally got the headache down to like a level 2. So I'm going to try to do a react or two tonight so I try to stay somewhat caught up. So, what's Chantall been up to? Well, not much. She's still in Thailand. She is still munching away on things that really she shouldn't be eating and pretty much just holed up in her room. She's also been making it her business to be rude to people in her chat, like just really going off on people. And Chantall, since I know you watch my reacts, I'm pretty sure you do because in the past you've copied some of the intro music that I've used. But to be fair, you watch all the reactors, don't you? You do. You watch us all. You want to know what we're saying. You want to know what the theories are. You want to hear the opinions. You set yourself up to become angry. Since you watch my videos, I'm just going to say something to you directly. You just don't get it, do you? You just don't understand that all of the old hardcore beezers that used to be part of your channel, that ones that stuck with you through thick and thin, they put up with your nonsense, they're all gone now. And the only ones that are left are the new beezers, and they've not been around that long. So their loyalty may not be as deep. And if you push them too far, they may leave. You're in Thailand and you're being mean to people coming into your chat. And another thing you don't understand, that when you pop off and you snap at somebody in your chat, I mean, does it click in your head that you're showing your ugly face to everybody and not just one person? You know, in your case, rudeness is very, very expensive. Let that sink in. It's expensive. When you get online and you show your ugly face and you're rude to people, you have no idea how expensive that is. You're not just yelling at one person who might leave. You might be turning off a whole lot of other people who might have become your members or sent you super chats. And then those people that are turned off, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go to the reaction channels. So every single time you get on your high horse and you're rude to people, you might be helping the reaction channels grow. So thanks for that. You know, between your not entertaining content, your refusal to do anything entertaining for anybody, your bad behavior, people getting bored and saying, can you please do something other than eat on camera? And you getting mad because they're asking to see something different and popping off on people. You're destroying your own channel as well as yourself. You're living in Delulu land. And you can live there as long as you like. But the longer you live there, the more it's going to cost you outside Delulu land. Like the reality, not as nice as Delulu land, is it? No. So we got some stuff to cover, y'all. We got stuff on Twitter. We got stuff in her live, as per usual. If she gets boring, which is going to happen, we all know that, I'll just skip ahead. We'll cut past some of the boring parts. If she starts talking about food or childhood stories, I have no interest in that. I really don't. I just want to get the majority of it and leave. Just to keep up with things. So how about we go on over to Twitter? Because I've been busy today on Twitter looking for not just stuff on Chantall, but some cool stuff for you guys to look at that might make you smile today. So let me just go ahead and share the screen. First, let me make sure that I am where I need to be. I'm not. Now I am. All right. So let me just share the screen. Okay. And here we are. So for anybody who happens to be on Twitter and you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Whenever I do a live or a video or anything, I post on Twitter first. Sometimes YouTube, they really screw it up with the notifications. So if you happen to be on Twitter and you want to make sure to catch everything, you can follow me on Twitter and see everything that happens. All right, so let's start here with a very interesting post from Snarky Priest. Hey, Snarky. Snarky Priest says, this is absolutely insane. She is almost as wide as she is tall. Foodie Beauty is larger than Henry VIII, and he was over 6 feet tall. So, Satirical Scapegoat says, to put that in perspective, Henry VIII's waist measurement of 52 inches is known based on his last suit of armor. Henry VIII, for those who are not aware, I'm sure you guys are aware though, Henry VIII was the king of France. And he wasn't a small guy. He was a bit of a bigger guy, especially on the end parts of his life. He's a bigger dude. Personal suits of armor. Henry was tall at over 6 feet, and his 20s weighed about 15 stone with a 32-inch waist and 39-inch chest. But by his 50s, his waist had increased to 52 inches, and by the time of his death in 1547, at the age of 56 years old, he is thought to have weighed about 28 stone. Now, like, that's a different sort of measurement. So how about I just do this? Stone to pounds, because like different places around the world, they measure weight in stone or something like that. So what is 28 stone? Okay, so 28 stone equals to 392 pounds. So Foodie is actually larger, much larger than Henry VIII, because she was 377 pounds back in 2018. That was her last true, honest weigh-in. And it is now 2024. So she was almost 400 pounds quite a few years ago. And she's gained a lot of weight since then. I feel she's somewhere in the neighborhood of 550. And I say that because she was close to 400 back in 2018. And you can look at a video clip at her at that time and look at the difference and what she looks like now. And that's at least 150, 200 pounds difference. So Chantall, Henry VIII was 6 feet tall and he was close to 400 pounds. You are a foot shorter than Henry VIII and you're much, much heavier. My goodness. Whew. Well, that was interesting, and thank you for posting that, Snarky Priest. Butter Crumpet says her 58-inch waist belly is 4'8". Let that sink in. To put it in perspective, y'all, my height is 5'4". So add another, like, my goodness, Chantall, my goodness. Foodie Beauty's emotional support car says, you know that you're super morbidly obese when you have to wear drapery. No, not the shower curtain. Not the shower curtain. I was thinking pillowcase myself. Kim Impossible says, what blank is trying to hide. This is why she cannot convince us that she is not eating everything in sight. She's got the munchies real bad. Yeah, and this is why. Y'all see the picture? Yeah, she's eating those very, very special gummies. You know, the ones that make you feel good. So each special gummy is 15 milligrams. Total, that's 150 milligrams. Anybody who was around for a Crackhead Olympics, I remember Chantall consuming 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 milligrams of gummies a day. Yes, I know, that's insane. That's way too much. I have a male friend that suffers with constant migraines. To put things in perspective, he's someone that he suffers with constant pain. But even as someone that he suffers with constant pain, he'll take 30 milligrams in the morning and another 30 milligrams at night. So total 60 milligrams for somebody who is severely in pain. And here's Foodie just eating those gummies like they're Tic Tacs. And she doesn't have constant, say, migraine pain or any kind of terminal illness. She's just doing it because she wants to feel good. So you can imagine that that package of gummies, those are probably already gone. Like she's just popping them in the mouth. All right, Truth Seekers says Chantall says she's not used to people in the hallway. Does she mean there or in Kuwait? Because she lives at the family unit with children who play all hours of the day. Yeah, that's interesting because I remember in quite a few of her live streams hearing kids out in the hallway and going back and thinking about it. I remember her saying that because of the kids playing in the hallway, I guess her in-law complained and something happened to the kids. I don't know. That's something that was discussed. But let's listen to what she has to say.
There's people in the hall early in the morning, late at night. I don't know, like walking around, banging doors, talking.
Ma'am, you are in a hotel or motel. Do you understand that? You are not in an apartment. You may be staying there for a month or 2 months, but it's still not a permanent dwelling of living. Yes, it's a hotel. Yes, it's a motel. Yes, people are going in and out all the time. People checking in and checking out. If you don't like the noise, then maybe do the Airbnb thing there if you can.
Feels like they're in my room with me and it scares me. Hey, horsewoman.
Oh, God. Can you imagine how they feel about you, Foodie? I mean, you're in your room. You're disgusting. You got trash everywhere. You don't bathe. You wear dirty clothes for days at a time. The room probably reeks of everything. You're running the AC so low that you're causing floods. I would think you're more the problem for the hotel than anybody else is. You're over there causing all kinds of destruction. Complaining about other people, yet when she's the most destructive person at that place right now. And by the way, Foodie, I also noticed much later that when they did the house cleaning for your room, they left a big old roll of garbage bags. I don't know if you kind of picked up on the implication there. Do you know why they left that many garbage bags? It's because they were politely saying to you, you should pick up after yourself and don't leave the trash everywhere. They were leaving those trash bags for a reason. I mean, I've stayed in hotels and motels before and never had the housekeeping leave a whole bunch of trash bags. I think if they're leaving supplies behind like that, they're trying to tell you something. Maybe they were also trying to tell you, since you're going to be cheap and you're not going to tip, we'll just leave you the trash bags and you can pick up after your doggone self.
I have an almond magnum with Belgium.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the food. Go away with the food. All right. Now, this is something heartwarming from Yog. This will make you smile, y'all. A dog gives thank you kisses to the firefighter who rescued him from the roof. How do you even get up there? I want to say thank you to anybody out there that you're a firefighter, paramedic, nurse, doctor, you're in the healthcare or medical field. Thank you for your service. You are some heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear helmets and they rescue dogs from roofs. Thank you, sir, for rescuing the puppers. Okay, so look at this from Sherry saying, I need this. That is so lovely. You know, I think it's lovely, but I, as a cat owner, my first thought was Booger would mess that couch up. She would turn it into a scratching post. She would. I love my girl, but she would do that. But I can see that couch being perfect for a little girl. You know, like a little princess couch. Can you guys see that too? Like Little Mermaid type of thing. Oh, like just some little girl would just love that. It's so beautiful. Okay. Truth Seeker says eating gummies in a hijab. Imagine, she says. Well, let's watch.
Oh yeah. I hate that song.
By the way, Beezers, are you getting it now? Are you understanding that she's in Thailand, and despite the fact that she's in Thailand and she can do whatever she wants, she can go wherever she likes, that she's not going to? Like what you're seeing right now is all you're going to be seeing while she's in Thailand. And then when she goes back to Kuwait, if she goes back, if she's allowed back, or even if she goes to Canada, because it doesn't matter where she goes, she's going to do the same thing in whatever location it is. Like, you're not going to see much of anything. Why do you think reactors like me, when she says, oh, I'm going to go to Thailand, or oh, I'm going to go to Kuwait, we're like, big deal? Because we know her. We know how she rolls. She's very sick. She's very unhealthy. She has no energy. She has social anxiety due to her weight. And all of that has just made her want to be closed off and sit in a room and eat and gain more weight and push herself to be pretty much bedbound or housebound. She's pretty much housebound at this point. If she keeps eating the way she's eating, she's going to be bedbound real quick. And I think that's the reason why Salah did not come with her to Thailand. He's already done this, you know. Him and Chantall were in Thailand for over a month, and obviously he didn't have a good time. Obviously he hated it and couldn't wait for it to be over, because she went back to Thailand. He didn't go with her. He stuck out and said, I'm good. So she went to Thailand to do the 420 thing, and he stayed in Kuwait to do the I need a vacation from you thing. And this is why. Because even if he were there, she'd be doing all of this. And there she is eating her special gummies.
I'm not used to like hearing people in the hall. There's people in the hall early in the morning, late at night. I don't know, like walking around, banging doors,
Oh, shut up. Stop complaining.
talking.
What about you? If your neighbors in the other rooms could talk, what would they say about you? Oh, I'm in my room and I paid my money, and there's flooding from that other room next door. And that crazy person, she's up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning talking to herself, you know, running the microwave. Can you imagine? Because every hotel and motel I ever stayed at, the walls were not that thick. You know, like you could hear different things going on. Imagine what they would say about you if the camera was in front of them. You banging on things, you shuffling around, you flooding everything, you making a mess, the weird smells in the hallway. Yeah.
Feels like they're in my room with me and it scares me. Hey, horsewoman.
Okay, we already saw this clip, so let's keep going. B and S, little dog loves watching the rain. That's not a video clip, y'all. That's a mood. That right there is a mood. That's an entire mood. Little guy is watching the rain. He's got his back feet crossed behind him. That's a mood. It's art. It's an entire mood, and I like it. Okay, dog lover says this weirdo loves the vacuum. You know, it's weird because some dogs are scared by vacuums. They bark at them. But this one's like, spa day. Like, a little off the top, please. Yeah, get all the hair off of me. That's nice. I think that's cool. Okay, Yog, the Orange King. So this orange cat is sitting on top of a Buddha statue, and people are like, that's what a shot. I think Buddha would approve, you know, because Buddha was very zen. Cats are very zen. He'd be like, yeah, I can appreciate the cat being on top of my head. People whipping their phones out. MC says, well, that was weird. A chicken and duck says someone noticed she was wearing hair fibers and she quickly claims she put them on to video chat with Salah, even though he doesn't like them. Presumably, he sees her with her bald head all the time. Is she going to the green store without her hijab on? She might, because it might look a little weird, her being in Thailand, and she's dressed in a Muslim garb, and she's going to the green store to get green products. She might be going to the store without her hijab on, more than likely. Let's watch.
Hair fibers on my forehead? Maybe. I did have some in, or like, yeah, I did have some. So, anyways,
and she's blushing like they noticed. Of course they do. Look at her. She's so embarrassed, like, oops, they picked up on that. Look, she's blushing. Look. She's blushing. She's blushing.
I like to put them on to video chat with Salah. I mean, I know
Why though? He doesn't care. He's supposed to be your husband, right? Why would your husband need you to put hair fibers on after 2 years together, allegedly?
He doesn't like them, but who cares? I'd have it.
So make it make sense. He doesn't like the hair fibers. So if you're going to video chat him, you put the hair fibers on even though he doesn't like them? What? Huh?
I do it for myself, I guess.
Doing it for yourself. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you wear the hair fibers, Chantall. He's not touching you. All right. So this is funny. From Jordan Howlett saying it was so worth it. I did not know you could do this with an air fryer. So for any of you guys out there that you've got an air fryer, this is going to be freaking funny. Y'all watch this. Okay, so I got to turn off the freaking music. So here's the deal. If you got an air fryer, I don't know who thought this up, but taking marshmallows, taking chocolate, putting them together in an air fryer. Obviously, you have something in there like some wax paper or something, and you're basically melting it in the air fryer, and then you get kind of like a s'mores kind of thing. So look, you got that. You got chocolate, you got marshmallows, right? You're putting them in, getting them all melty, and then you get the crackers. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that with an air fryer. Who knew? And this guy, he's so funny.
Right, come here. I beg your pardon. Me and my air fryer, we've known each other for a long time. Right? And not once did it tell me that it can do this, okay? I've had marshmallows in my house. I've had chocolate in my house. Not once did my air fryer tell me that we can mix the two together and have a chocolatey, marshmallowy goodness dip. Come here. I call that a selfish roommate. Back it up. And the thing is...
I'm so, sir, you're hilarious. You should be a comedian. I feel you. Like, why would the air fryer companies not tell you these things? Why?
Because I'm already cozy, right? I'm at the
Right?
cozy part of my day, peak
Okay.
level comfort. All right, I'm inside the house. I don't have to talk to anybody. All the 10-minute phone calls that took me 5 hours to get prepared for because phone calls make me anxious are finally done. I can watch old movies. I'm already eating chocolate, right? I'm already halfway to the journey. Now I need to mix some marshmallows. We got to try this out.
I feel you. Make it happen.
Here's marshmallows and parchment paper. Here's the chocolate that I was eating. You can see my bite marks. We're going to put that, it's salted caramel. We're going to put it in there.
Oh, no. Oh, that sounds delicious. Marshmallows, chocolate, and salted caramel? What sorcery is this?
200 degrees for 5 minutes. Now we wait.
Diabetes says hi.
Oh, sweet goodness. Okay,
Oh
let's
my.
give this a try. Now, mind you, you can cook this a little longer than 5 minutes.
It's so good. He threw the glasses. It says it's a life changer, isn't it?
Oh, no. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a problem.
It's a problem. Now it's a problem.
Done this. Okay, I'm 27. I can't be having this much sugar. I know why my air fryer didn't tell me, but it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late. It's a wrap. That was hilarious. And my head hurts, but I had to laugh at that. That's funny. So thank you for posting that, Jordan Howlett, on Twitter. Meow Meow says long Coke bottle. Yeah, you guys see that? Look at that Coke bottle. Look at it. Look, ridiculous. Coke bottles are not that long. They're not like a foot long ruler. Proof that she's using the lengthening filters to make herself look less big. Okay, now this is from Post of Cats. I guess this kitty is not happy with being at somebody else's house. And the kitty has problems with the accommodations and wants to speak to the manager. So, let's listen.
Your parents come home this afternoon. Are you angry at them? Yes? They left you for a long time, didn't they? Yeah, very long. And did you not like the accommodations? No.
Oh, definitely didn't like it.
No, you didn't? Okay, well, I can't help you there. I fed you, I watered you, I made sure you had a clean shitter, you had treats, and you were just an abomination. May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
The kitty has some definite opinions. All right, let's see. Okay, lime. This is courtesy of Fondue Pondu and Lime Jello. Lime Jello says Chantall bought some THC gummies and showed them. Of course, she didn't admit they were infused gummies. She ate some while on a bathroom break during her live stream. They are $18. Yeah, and you know what? I'm also betting she didn't just buy one bag. I mean, because there wasn't that much in the bag. And this woman is used to a lot of milligrams of stuff, right? So you can bet your butt that she bought several bags of them, several. And she doesn't know how to do things in moderation. Queen of WTF says, just wash your doggone clothes.
I put it on backwards so the stain wouldn't be on the front.
So the new dress she just got. She ate some food, something with a red curry sauce, and she got it on her new dress. And rather than try to just wash it out, see if the stain could come out, what does she do? She's going to wear the dress backwards, not even try to clean it. You're so filthy, Chantall. And you wonder why men don't want to be with you. You're gross.
Can't blame you for trying. Bismillah.
You didn't try anything. You didn't try to clean it up. You just turned it to the back. Stupid. This is terrifying from Nature is Amazing. Look, can you imagine? I don't know what this is, but that gator he's giving you the eyeball, man. And don't be fooled, y'all. Crocodiles alligators, they can move a lot faster than you think. All right. And they can jump up in the air like a cat when they want to. They are apex predators for a reason. So you see a gator looking at you like that, run. Just run. All right. Kim Impossible says, LMAO, I figured they were talking about her, talking about Chantall. That's why her face was looking the way it was, because she knew it as well. That's hilarious. So Truth Hurts, who is in Thailand and has been showing different parts of Thailand, had this to say about the water leakage in Chantall's room incident where the staff came in and cleaned things up.
Okay, really fun story. When I saw the little clipping of the staff talking in Chantang's videos background, I took that little clipping and I sent it through WhatsApp to the reception because we have a WhatsApp communication with the reception. And the girl wrote back a harmless little reply that they're talking about the AC leakage that has happened in that room. And now the issue is spreading throughout the hotel, and there's
Do y'all hear that? Did you guys hear that part? Let me just back it up a little bit. Let's go over that one more time.
AC leakage that has happened in that room. And now the issue is spreading throughout the hotel, and there's a lot of extra work because of that. And they were.
So Chantall has the absolute nerve to complain about noise in the hotel or motel. No matter what hotel or motel you go to, you're going to hear the noise, people checking in, checking out, moving around the rooms, doing stuff in the rooms, like, and if you don't like the noise, rent a room or rent a private residence like a house, and you won't have to deal with that as much. But since she's in a hotel or motel, she's got to deal with the outside ambiance noise. But imagine someone like her who is destructive, extremely destructive. She's in Thailand. She's been there less than a week. And because of her room, because of what she's doing in her room, it's being a complete pain in the butt and inconvenience to everybody else in the hotel and making more work for the staff. And Chantall's not throwing extra money to those people to fix the things that she does wrong, but complaining about people in the hallway. Meanwhile, she's flooding all the rooms.
Bitching and moaning about that. So I was like, fine. And I reported that on Twitter just now. Come here.
Yeah, come here. Okay, I'm coming.
Come closer.
Okay.
Just now, the housekeeping team was here, and I caught one of the girls in the housekeeping team. And I was like, can you listen to this and tell me exactly what they're saying? So she listened to it like a couple of times. And then she's like, yeah, they're talking about, a water leakage from AC, and also, like this. She's showing me, and I was like, dang.
Yeah, so, I told you, Chantall. I told you, like, staff of a place of work, they're going to talk about you. They were talking about you. They were really talking about you. They were probably talking about you and saying, what a stupid tourist. Why'd she have to come here? Oh, let's see. Moving on from Butenbegen. Oh, no. Oh, you poor thing. How pandas clean their house. You all right, buddy? Oh, the pandas are cute, but they're so clumsy. Goodness gracious. He came in like a wrecking ball. You poor thing. You poor clumsy thing. This is from Milk Tea. Milk Tea says, do I need more mugs? No. Will that stop me from buying more? Also, no. I must say, Milk Tea, I love those mugs. Those are so incredibly pretty. Oh, they're so lovely. Where did you get them? I love beautiful coffee and tea mugs. Those are gorgeous. All right, so post of cats. Cats are the most adorable creatures to exist ever. See, look at the baby. And people say black cats are evil. Does this look evil to you? This looks like nothing but cute to me. Look at the baby with the feet. Okay. All right, so little news. There is a channel called Fat Cow Chronicles. And of course, Fat Cow Chronicles is on Chantall's radar because Fat Cow Chronicles has been doing some very interesting videos on Chantall. And yes, Chantall has taken notice. It's okay, Fat Cow. That just means you made it. When Chantall sees you and the Kiwi Farm see you, that means you made it. All right, so Punch Cat says personal trainer. So Istanbul is known as the city of cats. They have cats everywhere, and this is so adorable. The kitty's like, "I help you with your workout." That is so sweet. Shenanigans says, not to be morbid, but 2 live streams dedicated to food only 5 hours apart. Chantall has thrown in the towel, so to speak. She's not even pretending to care. Yeah, and look at that. The 7-Eleven haul and hangout. Look how many people were watching her. 205. So when she first came to Thailand, there were a lot more people watching. But the more she goes back in her old habits, the more people are like, nah, I'm good. It's all right. I'm done here. Julie says, OMG, I just realized Chantall only went shopping because she's too lazy to get her clothes washed. That means she's re-wearing sweat-soaked, filthy underclothes and hijab. Also probably re-wearing underwear. Ew! Ugh. So gross, Sully. I just ate my dinner. Did you have to say that? Did you have to go there? And what happened? There's a laundry service. Why isn't she using the laundry service? Didn't she say she sent her clothes off to get washed? So why isn't she wearing those clothes? I'm so confused here. Is she taking money that she should spend to get her clothes washed and spending it on gummies instead? Ew, gross. Maybe that's another reason why she's not going out, is because she refuses to wash her doggone clothes. Okay, a chick and a duck says, girl, just tell us you're applying for a return visa. We all know. It's not a big deal. No one who considers that type of mundane information private and personal then goes on to talk about almost crapping themselves in a taxi and their booty bleach. Wow. So she almost messed herself in the taxi? I did not know that. But let's watch the clip.
No, I do have a lot of things to do. So in between, I'm going to do them in between my live streams today. But I do have things to do.
And she looks off to the side because she knows she has nothing to do and she's not going to do anything.
Things to do, personal things, like
she says, I've got things to do, but then crickets. Can't name exactly what she's got to do. Anybody else, when they say I'm busy, they can name off like 4 or 5 things they've got to do. Oh, I've got to go grocery shopping. I got to pick up the kids from school. I got to soccer practice. You can sit there and just rattle off things that you have to do because you're going over the list of things you have to do in your head. She can't name anything.
Just personal things.
Like what? Like take a shower? You should take a shower. Since you're all alone in that room, Chantall, and you've got all kinds of time and nothing to fill your time, why don't you fill your time with things that matter, like cleaning up your doggone room, cleaning up all the trash, getting some soap, and if you can't afford the laundry service, washing your clothing and putting it on the balcony to dry. Don't be filthy. Don't be gross. Don't stench up your room and then it goes into the hallways and grosses everybody else out. Come on now.
Like some emails I have to respond to, like about certain
I mean,
things.
for real, like if you can't afford the laundry service, just get some doggone soap. Fill up the bathtub. I mean, I'm just trying to help Chantall. Not because I like her. I care about the other people in the hotel that the stench might affect them. Fill the bathtub, Chantall. Put your clothes in the bathtub with some soap. Wash your clothes. Rinse your clothes. Hang them up to dry somewhere. Configure some sort of clothesline on the balcony. Make it happen. Don't be filthy.
In my personal life.
Good Lord. I hate. Whew. Okay, Yog says, cat brings her 5 kittens to a person who feeds her regularly. So here's Mama bringing the babies in. Aw. They look kind of on the big side, Mom. Oh, look at her babies. Look. That's so sweet. Oh, Fat Cow. This is proof that Foodie Beauty has found Fat Cow Chronicles. Foodie Beauty, or more accurately, one of her stock accounts, has been hanging out in my YouTube comments. Yeah, she tends to do that. She tends to do that. Okay, Yog says, firefighter becomes a little emotional after rescuing a tiny kitten. Aw. That's so sweet. Thank you for saving that baby. Okay, we could stay here all day, y'all, but we're not going to. We're going to get into Chantall stuff. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the 7-Eleven hangout. We're going to start a few minutes in, and this live stream went on for 2 hours, but we're not going to stay here for all 2 hours. Let's see what Chantall has to say.
Why have that setting? It's on full blast. They didn't say that, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it wasn't my room. I don't know.
Maybe it was. It's funny how they weren't having those problems until you showed up. Pretty sure it's your room.
And RNG, they're good.
Apologies for her eating, guys. I don't like it. I hate it when she eats on camera, and she eats on camera a lot. I try to cut it out as much as I can. The problem with Chantall is that she doesn't just eat and then talk. She mixes the two. So apologies if you have to watch her eat a little bit today.
Yeah, Nancy. Josie. I know. When my cat sneezes and she sprays me in the face, because she's usually right near my face. They're made of chicken, Debo. I'm not sure why they're so pale, but that's my only guess. I've had that apple drink. It was there last year, too.
And something that I'd like to point out real quick. So I remember Chantall during the Crackhead Olympics days, and her just going wild with the food. She went so wild with the food that she had to constantly be near a toilet due to the fact that she was just eating so much. Her digestive system never got a break. I also remember like her having a bit of social anxiety revolving around being near a bathroom. Like she was afraid to leave the house in case she had to go. And here we are again. This is 2024. And she's stuffing herself stupid with food. And she keeps running to the bathroom. And if she nearly had an accident in the taxi, Chantall, that means you're eating way too much and you need to slow down. As from where I'm sitting, you're spiraling. You are spiraling. You're in Thailand and you are spiraling because there's so much you can do outside the room, but you don't want to go outside and be part of the world. You want to remove yourself from it. So you want to sit in your room, in your little bubble, with your food, with your gummies, get high, sleep. You don't want to be part of the world. And that's weird to me because you classify yourself as a vlogger showing your life at the same time you don't have much of a life. People who are real life vloggers, they go out, they do things, they show what they do. They get on YouTube or whatever platform and they show a variety of different activities. They keep people interested. You want to be a life vlogger at the same time you don't have much of a life. I mean, I would classify you as an addiction vlogger. You know, you are an addict with different addictions and you want to vlog about that and show yourself spiraling with those things. You're not interested in help. You're not interested in recovery for anything. You are just on YouTube crowdfunding and crowdsourcing to other people to keep all of your addictions and obsessions going. The food addiction alone, at the level that you built it, the amount of food required to keep it going at the level that you have put it at, you need outside help to keep it at that level. You could not do it yourself. If YouTube shut down tomorrow and you had to go get a regular job, which I doubt you could even do due to your lack of health, you would not be able to buy $5,000, $6,000 of food a month to keep yourself happy. You wouldn't be able to do takeout every day 3 or 4 times a day. YouTube is the only place that you can make that happen. So you're not necessarily a life vlogger. You are a lack of a life vlogger. You are a cautionary tale for everybody else watching you. Like, this is what your life can become if you do not take care of your health. This is what your life could become if you make a lot of bad choices and you do not course correct. This is what your life could be if there's no structure, there's no discipline, there's no morality, there's no nothing. If it's just all about impulses and urges and cravings, this is what you could turn into. You are a walking cautionary tale. You are all of the 7 deadlies, ma'am. And you are a walking example that money cannot buy happiness. Because if money is all you have, and that money is going down by the day.
I guess people have lives and they can't bees. They have to pay their bills.
Look how annoyed. You know what, biatch? I don't feel 100% today, Chantall. I don't. I don't feel 100%. I'm not going to come on here and cry and whine about it, but I'm just putting it out there. I don't feel 100%. But you know what that means for you? That means I'm not exactly 100% in the best of moods. And if you get rude with people, I'm going to get rude with you. You're over there giving attitude to people who are on YouTube. How dare they have jobs? How dare they have to go to a job and clock in and clock out and earn a paycheck? You're so annoyed with that. What do you mean you have to have a job? What do you mean you have to go and you got to go to bed early and get up and go to work? How dare you? I'm Foodie Beauty. You should be up at 2 o'clock in the morning watching me. You're part of my audience. You have to be here all the time. Well, even if there are people in your audience, they don't have jobs. They found some other way to make money. Why should they watch you? What's worth watching? What are you doing? You're in a room doing nothing but eating. You're expecting people to show up and watch you stuff your face and spill food all over yourself and talk about nothing interesting. You're not giving people a reason to stop what they're doing, no matter how essential it may be. You're just stop what you're doing and watch me. Why? Give people a reason why. It's crazy. You want to make money on YouTube, but you're not understanding of your audience and the fact that they are not YouTubers. They have their lives, kids, family, whatnot. They had to take care of it. real life stuff. You know, the stuff that you avoid, they're actually doing it. You're annoyed because they can't be there to watch you eat. Excuse me. So sorry.
I'm not priority. I'm just joking. Imagine.
No, you're not priority. You're not. You're not. You're not a priority in anybody's life, Chantall. Why should anybody show up for you when you don't even show up for you? You got to show up for yourself. When is the last time you showed up for yourself? Been a while, huh? Complaining to people in your audience. What are you doing right now? You're sitting in your room eating a doggone wiener on a stick. Riveting content, Chantall. I'm on the edge of my seat, girl.
Jessica, it's pretty warm, but it's not nearly as bad as Kuwait. Seriously. Well, thank you. Nancy, I can't remember.
Like this is what people are showing up for. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear. She's still eating. Doggone it.
The other one was like, I don't know if it was a dress.
I really wish she would just eat whatever it is she wants to eat and then come online and talk to people. But I think part of the reason why she comes online and she stuffs her face endlessly is because she's got nothing to say. So she's just running up the meter, eating between sentences. And that's another reason why she puts on her makeup and stuff. It's just she's burning through time doing that.
Or like a long shirt. Yeah, leave that.
Stop. I'm going. Doggone it. Urgh. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, is that candy? Okay.
Sour tubes. Chupa chup. Hey, Sully.
She's going from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. This is a B moment. It is. You know, this is a B moment, y'all. You get an issue with food and you're overindulging in the food. It's a thing, you know, like you go to the store, you go shopping, you get bags of food. And as soon as you bring the bags home, you want a little bit of everything. You will mow through everything. That's what she's doing right now.
Oh, German Shepherds are big. Oh, what's your good luck charm? Like an Adonis? Yeah, maybe. One of the days Cuban slice. Halloween tutorial? Maybe. He blocked pot. Who did I block? I don't even know if I blocked last session.
Yeah, that's something else she's been doing a lot of in Thailand. She's just got what we call back in the crackhead Olympics days, we called it the nattertude. And the nattertude would show up after she would go to Gatineau, spend the weekend or the week with Natter. They would do the party favors, you know, like this stuff. And the crash afterwards was horrible. Like she would just be nasty, mean, rude, just going off on everybody. Nattertude. And during those days of the nattertude, she was block happy. Who wants to be blocked? I sat there one night and watched her block over 100 people. Like one right after the other. Block, 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 block. You know, blocking people. And she's doing that in Thailand. And she's just not understanding. Like back in the day when she had the nattertude and she would do the blocking thing, at that time she was doing somewhat interesting content. And her channel has a very high turnover rate. Like she'll gain a few and then lose a few. And back in those days, she would get a lot of people signing up as members. She would do members only streams, but the turnover rate was crazy. Like she'd get a bunch of people signing up for members, and then she did something stupid or she was rude and she would lose people. And she counted on gaining more to make up for the ones that she would end up losing. And if people left, she would literally say out loud, well, it doesn't matter if you guys leave, I'll always get more. She's not getting that. What was going on then is not happening now. Like if she loses people, she's probably not going to get them back. You know, she's not making the money that she used to make. And all the old beezers are gone. It's just the new batch, and they've not been around that long. So they're not going to stick around if she acts all the way up. But she's been in Thailand just acting very, very badly, blocking people.
I had a pot pie from Crackle Barrel. Too salty? I'd probably love it. Plain cheeseburger was here last time, Nancy. Hi, Kiki. Yeah, it's been a while. Mark Weens, like he would collab with me. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Kudos. Jean does sharp farts. I sometimes rewatch those and they make me die of laughter. Like, I was such a weirdo. I haven't seen Ashley. Hey, Caulfield. Love will bring us to.
No, don't sing. I already have a headache. Don't sing.
Together.
No. Ma'am, you are disrespecting my music. What you're singing is Captain and Tennille. Love will bring us together. Don't do that. You leave the 70s music alone and the 80s too, because those are the eras that I grew up in. You leave all that AM radio, rock radio stuff alone. Just don't touch it. No, stop.
Thank you, Jilly Jill. Looking for her coffee. The impersonation of who did I impersonate again? Oh, Jean does sharp farts for videos. It is hot here, I find. You guys want to see the gym or what? Okay, but if there's people, I can't really show it. Yeah, maybe you're right, Tracy, but it's not possible right now, you know?
Capone Boxer says Lambo has been back looking for her coffee. Okay, for anybody who doesn't understand that statement, let me explain. So Chantall went to Cuba and she promised to send one of her mods, Ashley Lamborghini, some Cuban coffee. Chantall never sent the coffee.
Okay. Tree lady?
Okay, so Tracy says, Chantall, for real, I think the only way you will lose the weight is WLS. I'm not being mean, but sometimes that's the only way some people can lose weight. Tracy, are you stupid? I know that you're a mod for Chantall, but are you stupid? You must be stupid. Because if you know anything about weight loss surgery, then you would know that someone like Chantall, who's got a severe food addiction, it's not possible for her to get weight loss surgery. It's not possible. She'll be high risk on the table. Every single one of her major organs is screwed. Do you understand? Her liver is 3 times the size of normal. Her heart is enlarged. She's had blood clots in her lungs, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. just putting her on the table could mean that her life could be over. And then let's just say, for argument's sake, she was on the table and she made it off safely. If she's got a raging food problem, how's that going to work? How's it going to work? If she gets her stomach stapled or the lap band or her stomach reduced, how's that going to work? Because the problem's in her head, right? So just because your stomach is the size of a teacup doesn't mean the urges to eat are going to go away. I'll tell you exactly what would happen if Chantall got WLS right now with the way she is. She would end up making herself physically ill over and over and over again because she'd have that urge to overeat. And if her stomach is just a third of the size that it's at, she would just make herself vomit repeatedly over and over again. She would want, her mind would be telling her to keep eating, and she would keep making herself sick, and she'd be sitting on the floor crying and beating her fist against the floor saying, why can't I eat? Why can't I eat? And she would just get upset about it. Or she would bust her stomach open. That's why doctors don't give that kind of surgery for people like her that have food issues. You got to get on top of that first. And you have to show the doctors that you are committed to getting on that path and staying on that path. They want to see weight loss. They want to see that you're on some sort of a food plan. They want to see that you are on that path and you've been on there for a while. Chantall could never. So WLS is not a fix-all, cure-all for someone like her. She's got to get on top of her food problem before even thinking about that kind of surgery.
There was this TikTok beggar. I don't know why I'm watching TikTok beggars. Look, here's my deal with beggars, okay?
Oh, God, here we go. So Chantall thinks she can criticize people on TikTok for begging, which, to be fair, I think it's just out of control on TikTok. There are far too many beggars on TikTok, and the reasons that they beg are just outrageous. They'll find any reason in the world to beg for money. But not her, not this one, criticizing people who beg when she begs constantly. Do you want me to bring up some of the times you did beg, Chantall? Because there are many times you did. How about when there was a storm in your area when you lived in Canada with Pete's? Just a storm. And the two of you and the cats were perfectly fine at the villa. And you made an entire community post saying, you know, like begging for food and shelter. You and Pete and the cats had to go to a motel for the night when you really, really didn't. And you put your PayPal thing out there. And as soon as you made the post, you were on the way to Natter's place. You just wanted extra money to go party with him and Dee Dee. Remember that? I remember that. And what about the time when you went to Canada and you told your Beezers, oh, I need to get a place here, right? You were allegedly going to get a place and, oh, I got to start from scratch. And so they wanted to help you. And then you ended up going right back over to Kuwait. Beggar.
People who, I understand, everyone goes through hard times, human kindness. You come online, you say, look, humbly, I need money just this like one time or something like that. That's different. Or if you have a disaster, GoFundMe's exist for a reason, people who don't abuse them. But there are people on social media platforms who come on almost pretty much every day. And I'm not talking about Lisa Richard only because she's an addict. Obviously, she's going to be on every day. But I'm talking.
Look in the mirror and say that again. She's an addict, so she's going to be on every day. Ma'am, how many times do you do live streams a day? How many? You're a food addict. And this is how you supplement your addiction. This is how you keep it going. You're an active, raging addict. You are not in recovery. And even if you were in recovery, not a good look to criticize anybody else who's got an addiction if you've been there yourself. But you're an active, raging food addict talking about somebody else on another platform and whatever problems they might have. But how many live streams do you do? Catering to a certain niche of people. Going on Cameo and doing requests to make extra money to keep your food addiction going. Huh? Let's talk about that. Let's talk all the way about that. Your food addiction is so out of control that you're on multiple platforms to supplement it. You're crowdfunding, you're crowdsourcing because you require so much to get yourself high, to keep the Godzilla in your head happy. You know? You take requests from the feedies. And I'm sure the requests include, hey, you want me to eat certain things? You're paying for the meal and you're giving me extra money on top of that. Because you want to be able to eat for free. You don't want to pay for your own food. You want them to pay for the food and whatever request they got going on. So I'm sorry, you cannot criticize somebody else on another platform. If they're an addict, they're an addict. But you can't do that as an active, raging addict. That you get on YouTube doing that kind of fetish content for the purpose of keeping your addictions going. You can't do it. You shouldn't do it.
Like, look, if I didn't have money, I'd probably be on begging for cheeseburger money. So I understand that.
You don't have much money though.
But like, it's not for people who come on and say, oh, I need to pay my back rent. I need to pay my electric. I need, like, it's not sustainable to use that as a job. And
Are you listening to yourself, Foodie? This is outrageous, y'all. Does she hear herself talk? I don't know if she, is there something wrong with her hearing? Does she hear herself? She's talking about somebody else saying, you can't use social media as a job. It's not sustainable. I'm wondering if she hears her own words. She depends on YouTube to make her living, to keep her going. She's not even considering a plan B. Like, what if YouTube were to shut down tomorrow? Then what? Then what, Chantall? Do you have savings? No, God, no. No. You can't criticize other people for you. You're an idiot. Just shut up.
And beg people for money every single day. Like, it's not like, why should people subsidize your income? It doesn't work that way, you know? Like, it's so freaking, anyways. Like, I was watching this girl in Canada.
Chantall, you are no one to stand on a soapbox and rant at other people. Girl, you go to stand on a soapbox, it's going to break. Don't get on a soapbox and rant to others when you're doing so much wrong on YouTube.
And she looked like a tree lady, actually. That's what reminded me of this. Sorry. Anyway, and she was like, people were telling her, like, get a job. She was able-bodied. Like, she was walking around town, taking the bus, asking for money for her rent. And it's like, ma'am. And she does it a lot, from what I understand. And then she wondered, like, people are so mean. Yeah, well, ma'am, I'm not.
You know, guaranteed if YouTube shut down tomorrow, Chantall would be on TikTok begging for money. She would. She'd make an account on TikTok and she'd be doing what the other beggars do. Promise you she would.
To these people, but it's not sustainable. And you could say, well, one day you might not have money and I won't be on here asking people to pay my bills for when I don't even do content. Okay, if they did vlogs or they put some kind of content out, okay, throw them a few bucks, you know? You're getting entertainment. You pay for cable. But just don't pay the rent. I understand people in a crisis, but everybody is. You know what I mean? Bismillah. Everybody is.
She just walked down the hallway and she's out of breath.
And yeah, it's so easy to. I guess it's like the new panhandling. Who knows? Okay, let's see. Fitness center.
Okay, so this person's comment, this has to do with the person saying she needs WLS. Shannon says gastric bypass. There are steps, psychological and other stuff. It's hard. Hard. You can't eat like she does. She will throw up. See, confirmation. Someone like Chantall could never get WLS. Not with her raging food problem. Never. The doctors would look at that and go, no, ma'am.
Tenants only. Oh, there's people working out in the gym. Okay, hold on. I'm going to be quiet.
You know what this is? You know what this footage is about? Do you know why she's leaving the room? Because people are sick to death of seeing her in the room eating. This is her just throwing people in her chat a skinny bone. They're hungry for content. They're hungry for something different. So I'm just going to pacify them by getting in the elevator, walking downstairs, and walking back again, because that's exactly what she does.
Oh.
Chantall, pick your feet up. I hear you shuffling your feet.
There's the gym. Oh, it's kind of small. Sorry, cat. Just having a look around. Yeah, so this is the gym. There's weights I could do.
Okay, they got music in there, so I got to cut it off. But somebody's already working out. Chantall, leave. There's a gentleman in the gym, and he's working out. Leave. Don't be rude.
There's somebody working out.
Right. So get your butt out of there. Don't put them on camera.
Oops. Thank you.
I wonder if she was going down to the gym area to scope it out to see if anybody would be down there. Maybe she was thinking about filming down there and just seeing doing some intel of like, is there anybody down there? Is anybody watching? Can I go down there and use it for like a recording studio? Just recording my YouTube stuff? I just have to wonder if that was her intention.
Yeah. Body best. Where am I? Oh. It's friggin' hot. I hope I can't remember if it was, maybe wait for Salah.
You know, Chantall, at this point, just give up the ghost. Okay, like just tell us the truth. Just say to people, look, just things came up. Salah's not coming. I'm going to be here alone. It is what it is. Why keep this whole thing going? We know he's not going to show up. It's pretty obvious that he's not showing up. Just tell the truth for once.
Bonus noodles. A little bit. I don't know why. It's a small enough gym, but there's treadmills, the big hefty duty ones. No,
That's as far as we went. Like this is like the adventure. See what I mean about her throwing her viewers a skinny bone with no meat on it? They want to see something different, so I'll just leave my room. I'll get in the elevator. I'll go to the gym, glance around at it for a couple of seconds, go back up to my room. They're done. We're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to do anything interesting. I'm just going to go back and eat some more food.
I think he just like oversees. He sits at the desk and watches.
Shut up, Chantall.
It's busy as hell. Look at down the street. Constant cars. This is chaotic for me. It's chaos. I have to limit myself.
You know, this is making me think. I think Chantall's comfortable observing life, but not being part of life. Now, that just occurred to me, like her being out on her balcony. She likes to be up in her tower with her food, with her gummies, and look down on everybody, literally. But she doesn't want to be part of the crowd. She wants to look down on the crowd.
With, like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to limit the chaos. So I can't do it, every single day. No way. With Salah, it was different because he's there for like moral support, So hey, Teardrop! Proud Beezer! Yeah, Dawn, there's little steps you can do. I know. The snacks at 7-Eleven gotta go. You know what I mean? Hey, Yusufi! Well, it's your...
Moving on.
I don't know how to figure it out. Hey, Vanessa! Thank you, Vanessa. Hello. Hello, Zoe. Nancy, we don't talk about that. It's inappropriate. Hi, T. Those wieners look like they'd survive the...
So Tracy says it's probably because you don't have a gallbladder, which is true. Chantall doesn't have a gallbladder. She had her gallbladder removed a long time ago, which means she should not be eating greasy foods. She does anyway. But suddenly Chantall's telling her that's inappropriate. Why? You told everybody about it ages ago.
Apocalypse. They taste really good. They have like a salty cheese in the middle. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, she's talking about food, and then she went for her bathroom break. Next. See, she went for her little bathroom break.
Fudge.
And that's with the filters on, y'all. I mean, she got those filters on.
Oh, yeah. I hate that song.
More food? You ate a little while ago. Not even an hour ago. Chantall, I don't know how long you're going to be in Thailand, but girlfriend, you're going to be there for 2 months and put on another 50 to 100 pounds. You're going to need 3 seats to go back to Canada or Kuwait. Good Lord, slow down. Oh, she's eating the gummies. That's why she's got that weird look on her face.
Did I say what? Did I say? What did I say? Thank you, Carrie. I didn't finish my work. Nope. Blah.
And I think I got an idea why Chantall, she isn't buying like the smokable green. is because she's in a hotel or a motel room. And if she smoked, you could smell that in the room. And housekeeping does come in every few days to clean. So she's doing the edible version because you don't have to light it up. You just pop it in your mouth.
You know what that means? Sweat till you can't sweat no more. Hey, George. Kelly, hi. Yes, I see you, Evie. Wait a minute. Isn't Evie that bitch? Thank you, Jacinta Ogle. Thank you. I appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart. Naomi. No, it's not smoke. Nothing. I'm just having some Buddha Monster normal candy.
Sure.
Love is understanding. Anastasia, not yet. Love is understanding.
What does she have to sing?
It's hard to believe. I don't know how it goes, the words. Sorry. Love can be. Is it blurry? How's the quality? Really, Dawn? Oh, wow. My wedding ring is here.
And she's already got hamburger eyes.
Stop me from drowning, baby. I'll do.
Look at her eyes, dude. Boy, that was quick. Did she have gummies before she started the live stream? Is that why they're showing up so fast? I think so.
The rest.
Get the hamburger eyes.
Okay, what about now? Is it consistent now? The quality?
Why is she putting on her makeup? She's not going to go anywhere. Oh, that's right. I remember. Like, I'm not thinking of how she used to be back in the Canadian villa. She would get altered and eat a bunch of food, and just to have something to do, she would put her makeup on because she was bored, so here we are again.
What? It's pixely? I like hella fire. Yeah, right. Thank you. What is this?
All of you people in Chantall's chat telling her to sing, stop it. Stop it.
Look, you can see my foundation.
Why are you putting it in your eye?
And everything.
That looks painful.
Everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so one time I was partying at Shannon's, and me and my friend, and our friend met this random Mexican guy. I don't know where she picked him up. He was in his boxers, and we're all like smoking in the basement, and we look over and we start tripping because there's our friend and this random dude, and he had like a little thin little mustache and was wearing his boxers, and my friend's like, he has good stuff. So he rolled something and we smoked something. There must have been, I don't know. Anyway, it was not just normal, but because I started like freaking right out. Like there's this neighbor to Shannon's that was in a wheelchair, and his caregiver and him were at the front door of their house. And this is like apparently a family.
Whenever she tells a story, to me, I automatically get suspicious because Chantall is so scatterbrained. She has trouble remembering the simplest of things, but yet when it comes to her outlandish story times, she can recall a bunch of things. So do I believe anything coming out of her mouth right now? No.
That nobody ever, like, they were mysterious and creepy.
Oh, I don't want to hear your lies. Goodbye.
Trust the government. No. Yeah, sure, whatever.
You know, I'm wondering if the reason why she's putting on her makeup is because she and Natter are going to have some sexy, sexy time on the phone when the stream is over. And look who finally shows up. Salah.
I believe a lot of political conspiracy theories.
Salah, you're so stupid. He says, Brooke, did she sing Last Night I Dreamt Yet? Sir, you don't know the name of the song or the artist. It's Madonna. La Isla Bonita. You have a wife, you don't know her favorite songs?
She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby healthy and clean. There we go. Ooh, boy.
Who is she singing?
Yeah, babe. Missed you so bad. I miss you like crazy.
Chantall's chat is encouraging her to sing. I hope you all step on broken Legos on a Sunday morning when you get out of bed. All of them. Every single last one of them.
I really suck, I know. Just for fun.
And I also hope if you have a dog, that your dog pees right beside your bed in the spot where you put your foot, your bare foot. And then you step on broken Legos.
If you steal my sunshine. Oh my gosh, my foundation. I need a whole new makeup set, okay? So
She's getting boring.
that's what I can't do. Oh, sorry, Tracy. I always miss your comments. What the fuck? You need to make an emoji if you looking out the plane window. Oh, of me looking out. Yeah, you're right. That's a good idea. I always have joke ones, but like some, other kind. Hey, cool gamer. I can't believe myself. Waiting for tonight. Wow. I cannot believe J-Lo is a singer. I don't know. It just doesn't match or something.
You know, I'm wondering if Salah is popping into the chat, making little appearances here and there, just so Chantall doesn't flip out and just go to town roasting him. You know, it's his way of pacifying her. Babe, I'm here. Don't drag me for filth. Just stay calm and do your gummies and eat your food.
Kind of. No, not really. Thank you, Tracy. Sorry, I have the hiccups. When you would be here in my arms.
Lord help me. I was dealing with a headache all day. I just got it down, you know? And now I got to deal with Chantall singing. I don't want to get that headache all over again. Make her stop.
Waiting for tonight.
Quiet.
Fused together. I can't see me loving nobody but
You know, that's the second time that she sang that song. I don't think she's singing it for Salah. When Chantall was back in Canada, when she was seeing Natter, she was often in a singy type of mood. And the songs that she would sing would point to what her thoughts were. Like, it was kind of like a breakroom type situation. And she's singing all these 60s songs, which was not her generation. It was not something that she grew up with. I don't think she's singing for Salah. I think she's singing for Natter. Don't sing that song anyway. I like that song.
you. But
Don't sing it. Stop.
all my life.
No. No. Stop.
I can't play music because of the copyright. So
Thank goodness for that. Don't disrespect the music.
I have a Howie emoji, I believe. It's like a big event. I make a whole video about 2 dresses. Look at my lips. Why is it like Mount? My lips look like Mount Everest. Camp 2.
That's not the only thing. Oops, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
No, Camp 4 and the peak. Thanks for offering this, and sure we will travel the world. Inshallah, babe, inshallah. I get kind of lonely, you see. No, I do. Like when I go out on the balcony and I see this beautiful.
You know what? Considering the fact that Salah is in the freaking chat, I got a feeling that the rest of this is going to be boring because when he shows up, she's not going to talk. She's not going to do anything just because he's there watching her.
You people are interesting.
And on top of that, look, he's in the chat. She took her gummies. That means she's pacified. She had her food. She had her gummies. She ain't going to do nothing. She ain't going to get spicy. She's much too sedated for that. So I'll tell you what. I'll just tell you what. We're going to cut it off here. We're going to cut it off early. There's another stream that she did where she was just straight up rude. I don't think Salah was there. I'll cover that. Leave this one alone. This one was kind of, I ain't going to lie. So hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.